What is up, Bible believers? How about a real estate devotion? So, for quick one for this morning to get us going and focused on both serving our clients and serving Jesus. So, first part is I was in a class this morning, real estate class, and it was excellent to talk about assets and income generation and wealth and that whole process. We need to stay on our toes. That's the language of our investors that we work with, or our clients, no matter who they are. That's definitely a component of what they're doing. So I was glad to be in there and hear even the basic things that anybody that's been in real estate for a while would know. But it struck me about wealth. And so in that case, as far as doing your job well, generating income, and being a real estate investor yourself, excellent. Let us do that and do that well. As far as growing our own portfolio, or as the Christian side of the Christian realtor, let us not forget that's something we can grow too. We need to worry about what our net worth is on that side of it. And so I'm just going to pick on one topic of that, and that is the Bible explicitly tells us to store up treasure in heaven. And it tells us the things that are going to generate wealth, right? So living by faith, preaching the gospel, trusting in Jesus, right? In that explicit way. Basically suffering with Jesus, because that's what Jesus calls us to, a life of suffering to some degree, right? Take up your cross, deny yourself, follow me. You can't deny Christianity and suffering hand in hand. So when we're out there doing our job, that is the way that we're going to generate wealth. If we are not, just like in real estate, if you're not going to go do your job professionally, you might make a little bit of money, but you're not really going to grow your wealth. You're not going to grow your net, right? Your net worth, unless you do the work. Okay, preach it. Perfect. Well, why would we think that that's a parallel? That's a shadow of how the kingdom economics work. And that is, if we're not working in the field, right, gathering seed, multiplying our faith, multiplying our testimony of the kingdom, getting that 30, 60, 100-fold increase, well, it's going to matter, right? We are going to need to grow our net worth, because where do we get to spend that money, right? Where do we get to benefit from that money, right? When we're talking about growing our net worth, we're not only talking about what we're going to pass down to our kids, right? We're going to talk about things that impact lifestyle, that impact freedom, that impact all kinds of stuff when we talk about growing our worldly wealth. Well, when we're talking about growing kingdom wealth, we're talking about exactly the same thing, except more important. We're not just talking about what we do when we get to heaven, but that matters. That's about like, what do we do when we retire from real estate? Well, maybe you want to build some net worth. Get some assets, get some income producers, But as Christians, let us make sure that part of the job, well, it needs to be taken care of too. Because when we retire from this world, we're going somewhere. And we're not just going to a puffy cloud, right? As Christians, our hope is literal. There is a kingdom, there's streets, there's houses, right? There's food to be eaten. There's all kinds of important things. So let's keep ourselves, I want to keep myself kingdom-minded today, and focus on real estate, yes, but let's focus on building real, tangible wealth in the kingdom of God. We'll talk more about that later. But anyway, that's the thought. Let's do our little net worth sheets. Let's talk about income and assets and liabilities, income and expense, all that good stuff. But let's make sure we're applying that. Let's do something that we're going to create net worth in the kingdom. All right, that's what I'm saying. And God bless. And I'm going to try to think about that today. Take care.